foundation, you guys. If you guys are new to my channel, welcome. I am on the hunt to try to find those really good, fabulous foundations out there. I am almost 39, and so I do have some wrinkles. I have some hyperpigmentation. I do have some, just some texture on my face throughout the years, and I need that to be covered, and I need it to still look good and look like my skin. Now, typically what I like in a foundation is I like my skin to look like skin. I like a medium coverage. I don't like a super matte foundation. I think matte foundations just do not look good on my skin as I have aged. I do prefer a satin matte, but I do prefer a little bit of glow in my foundation. So I'm definitely on the hunt to find those perfect foundations out there for us aging women that we want to still have that healthy looking glow as we age. So today I am testing out the new Lancome Skin Feels Good. This is a hydrating skin tint that's a healthy glow. Now, I'm really excited to try this. I have recently had a complete mad love affair with the YSL All-in-One Glow. I have used this almost every day since I reviewed it in my channel, and I will link that review up in the corner. And I have fallen completely in love with this. When I seen this one that is so similar to the YSL, I had to try it. So let's go through some of the information about this foundation. This foundation is $35 and it has 11 shades. I do wish it had a little bit more shades, but I mean, maybe once they start launching and get more traction, they'll put more shades out. So it says it's a sheer coverage. I definitely got a medium coverage out of it. You will see as I apply it and how I applied it, and that probably might have something to do with the reason why I did get a medium coverage out of it. It says it's for a normal, dry, combination, or oily skin. So a hydrating oil-free foundation with SPF of 23 for the no makeup look, infused with antioxidants to protect against free radicals and pollution. Skin Feels So Good is a next generation foundation that protects and perfects the look of skin while allowing your skin to shine through. Available in 11 buildable and adaptable shades, it is enriched with skin nourishing ingredients like hyaluronic acid, which I do love hyaluronic acid, to lock in moisture for all day hydration. It has moringa seed extract to revitalize and protect against the free radicals and the SPF 23 protection. This lightweight, breathable, oil-free formula gives skin a velvety, smooth, radiant glow without clogging pores, and your skin will literally feel good. On the Sephora website, it is new, so it only has 40 reviews. Out of those 40 reviews, it is a 4 out of 5 stars. So I'm really excited to try this. Let's move on to the tutorial part of the video, and then later on I will come back and I will do a quick check-in and let you guys know how it's going, and then I will come back later on this evening and give you my full thoughts on this foundation. I will see you guys in a little bit. So let's get reviewing this product. This is what the box looks like. It's just kind of a sleek white box, nothing super duper fancy. Okay, so I'm gonna hurry and just put on, this is my Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched face base, and I like to just take a spoolie or a tip of a brush, whatever I've got in front of me, and basically this is all I use. Tiny bit. Now I like using the spoolie because I feel like I can control how much product I get out. If I dip my finger down there, I feel like I'm getting like too much. And with this, it's $60 for the bottle, and so I feel like it will last me a lot longer if I control how much product comes out, because truthfully you don't need that much. And I'm also going to go in with my Tatcha. This is the Silk Canvas. I only use that much. These products are very expensive, but you don't use that much of them, so I feel like they will last me for, a little bit. And I like to kind of press this into my pores right there on those, especially like right here. I have this little, so it looks like a pimple. It just hasn't came to a head yet. So I really like to press that into the skin where I have those problem areas. and I don't have really enlarged pores, and my dark circles are coming out to play. One side of my face, I'm gonna use my Beauty Limit Blender. This is an actual beauty blender. I think this is the Pro. And then on this side of the face, I'm gonna use my It Cosmetics, I can't remember what this is called, but I will put it down here at the bottom. I am going to pour it down into my little tray. I like doing that. I can definitely control. This is what the pump looks like. So this is about 5 pumps right there. Now, just FYI, when I do use a brush, I like to go over with a beauty blender and kind of blend it into the skin once I'm done. And just make sure that it's really nice and blended into the skin. So you will see me use the blender on the brush side just for that purpose. Yeah, that's pretty, huh? Now, it is kind of a thinner consistency a little bit, so I think I'm going to do kind of this motion where I'm kind of just pressing versus spreading it, okay? So I think that might help to maybe give me more coverage, but that is stunning. And truthfully, I'm not seeing a lot of brush marks. So let's go up here on the forehead. Oh, that is blending so beautifully. Oh my gosh. So I'm gonna leave this for a second. I'm gonna go on the other side and I'm gonna put some product on my beauty blender and just start working that in. Oh, this is really nice. Now I would say, compared to the YSL All-in-One Glow, I feel like you get a little bit more coverage with this one from the first application. The YSL, sometimes I do have to build it up to get to coverage, and I don't really think that I'm getting the coverage on the Beauty Blender side, and it basically soaked up all of the product. So I do think that this is one that probably works better with a brush. So I'm gonna have to put a couple of more pumps down in there and kind of build this up with the Beauty Blender. I kind of had a feeling that was gonna happen because with the YSL one, I cannot use my Beauty Blender with it. It really soaks up that product, and building up the coverage with it doesn't really work as well, but dang, this is pretty. So let's move on to the concealer and see how the concealer goes over top. Now for my concealer, I'm going to be using the KKW concealer. I have shade 5. Now I just ordered shade 6 and I'm really excited to try that because I do think this is a little bit light for me, but I love this concealer so much that I use it anyway. I don't care. I love it. Okay, so I'm just going to take my little mini sponge and blend that out. You can see that concealer is so amazing. This is looking so beautiful. Like, I am loving my skin right now, you guys. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my makeup, but so far, you guys, oh, this is so beautiful. And truthfully, if this holds up like the YSL one does for me, this might be a really good alternative if you guys are kind of just really afraid of that price of the YSL. This one's a little bit cheaper. So, and you get a little bit more product. So I'm hoping that it kind of compares very well to the YSL. Right now it is 9:40 a.m. I don't know if you can see that. So what I'm gonna do is try to be back right around the 2 or 3 o'clock mark. And then I will come back later this evening and let you guys know how this is working. But so far, it's so pretty. And you know, it feels a little bit tacky, a little bit transfery, but I don't know if I'm gonna have to set this. I think I'll wait until after I apply my blush and bronzer and just kind of feel like if I need to set it. If I do decide to set it, I will use the Lancome. This is the Absolue Powder. I think that they will complement each other well because it's Lancome, and Lancome products always lay very beautifully over top of each other. So if I do end up setting it, I will use this powder, and I will definitely let you know in my first check-in if I end up doing that. So I'll see you guys then. Okay, everyone, it's a little bit later than I want it to be. It's been a crazy busy day, but it's almost 5 o'clock. I've had the foundation on for about 7 hours now, and I want to let you guys know that truthfully, I know that this is classified as a sheer coverage. This to me is a medium coverage. Now this is what's bizarre to me. So on the Sephora website, the YSL foundation is considered a medium coverage. I actually get a more sheer light coverage with this one. I feel like with this one I got automatic coverage with this. Like I don't feel like I really had to build it that much, and with this one I do have to build it just a little bit. I have gotten really good coverage out of this. I've been out in the sun. My skin looks beautiful. It looks so pretty. I'm completely obsessed with this foundation, you guys. I'm so surprised. Now, if you guys have been wanting to pick the YSL up, but it's kind of like, I don't know if I want to spend $50 on it, I do recommend this one. I do think this one is fantastic. So far, I am loving it. This might look okay on combo skin, but oily skin, you might need to make sure that you're wearing a really good mattifying primer. Now, I did go ahead and set this side of my face with the Absolue Powder, and I didn't set this side of the face. Now, I will say this side of the face is still a little bit tackier than this side. This is the side I set, so that made a little bit of a difference, but I don't necessarily think that it transfers all that much. What I have on my eyes, just really fast, I am wearing the Milani Bold Obsessions. Now, I just did a review on the 2 Milani palettes, this one and the other one, and I will link that up in the corner. But I haven't tried this one yet, so I wanted to kind of break into it and give it a try. This is what the shadows look like. This is in shade number 2, so this is what the back looks like. And truthfully, I liked all the shades, but I will say the dark shade, I used this dark one and the black one. They're definitely a little bit muddy. I really had a hard time kind of blending it out on my outer corner and really I had to really work hard. But for the price, it's worth every penny. This is a nice palette, and I used this all over my lid. I definitely used these 2 shades right here, and let's see. Yeah, so I used these 2 shades. I used this, and this, and I just kind of kept working it. And I think it turned out really pretty. Now I also have this. I didn't use this today. This is the Milani Fierce Foil eyeshadow. So they're more of the foiled look, and they're very pretty. So if you guys want to see me do a look using this Bold Obsessions palette or the foiled, let me know in the comments down below. Now on my lips, I have had this lip on for hours. I've probably had it on for 4 or 5 hours. It's pretty crazy, right? For my lip liner, I'm wearing the Colourpop lip pencil in the shade Poison. And on my lips, I'm wearing the Girlactik Beauty Matte Lip Paint in the shade Demure. It's seriously the perfect kind of brick color. It has a really good undertone to it. It doesn't have a super pink undertone to it, which is what I didn't really want. So, but man, the lasting powers on this one, it is good. That is actually the first Girlactik matte lip that I have used. So I'm really impressed with it. This worked really pretty. So that is it. I love this so far. I think it's very, very pretty. So just for references, when I went out into the sun, this shade match was perfect. So I am described as a medium with neutral undertone, and that's how I buy all of my foundations. And so I bought the shade 04N, which is considered golden sand, and it was perfect. This is a perfect shade. So if you are medium with neutral undertone, that 04N is absolutely perfect. So last week on Foundation Friday, I reviewed the new Flower Beauty foundation. It's the Light Illusion, and I also reviewed the concealer. Now, I do really, really like the concealer. It is very, very creamy. I don't think it's as creamy as the KKW Beauty, but I do think it's a nice concealer. And truthfully, it kind of reminds me of the Tarte Shape Tape a little bit. So I do like this concealer. The foundation, last week, I could not give you my final opinion on it because I just didn't know exactly how I felt about it. That was the first time that's ever happened on my channel where by the end of the day, I just didn't know how I felt. And I truthfully didn't feel like I could be honest by giving you guys that opinion. So I decided to go ahead and use it and wear it for another week and then let you guys know in this Foundation Friday how I truly felt about it. And okay, so I do think now in the tutorial I used the BOBBI Brown that I've been using all the time, but I do think that one is just a little bit too hydrating. So what I did do is I used the FARSALI, this is the Unicorn Essence. This primer has a little bit of a tackier consistency. When I put this over top of the tacky primer, it looked so much better, and I felt like I got a better application, and I also got more better lasting powders. So I think what I didn't like about it is that I felt like this was a foundation that you could see by the end of the night just getting real patchy and just kind of sparingly all over the place. But I think what it was too much hydration. And so when I went in with a primer that was a little bit less hydration but gave that tacky to allow the foundation to stick to the skin, then I got a way better result. I also tried it using my Marc Jacobs. This is the Invisible Undercover. Let's see, this is the Perfecting Coconut Face Primer. And this one definitely was a little bit creamy and a little bit too hydrating for it again. And because it had that slip to it, any primers that have a slip to it, you're not going to want to use this with it because it needs something to stick to. And if it doesn't have anything to stick to, it kind of slides all over the place. So I don't recommend this one either. I did also try it with this. This is the Tarte Clean Slate Timeless Smoothing Primer. Now, I like using this to kind of fill into my pores, but I use this all over my face, and it is a smoothing type primer. It does have a tack. It has something for the foundation to stick to. So that is my final thoughts on that foundation. I think I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5 stars. I think this is a great foundation. They definitely need more shades, but I'm really impressed by this foundation. For this being drugstore, I think this is really good. That is my final thoughts on it. I'm just glad I got that done. So I will go, I'm gonna get off of here. I'm gonna come back later on this evening and let you guys know how this is wearing. I will be back later on this evening, so I'll see you guys then. Okay, I am back. It is currently almost 10 o'clock. So I'll have to look at the footage, but I almost feel like it's been exactly 12 hours. Like in my mind, it feels like I applied this at 9:40, or I was done. Like that was my check-in time, my finish time, and it's 9:41. Just got all my nightly duties done. I was able to come down here really quick and do a final check-in, but you guys, this foundation has kind of blown my marbles. I don't even know, I don't even know what to say. It's so, yeah, it's kind of crazy. So, as you all know, I am I have this major love affair with this YSL. I've talked about it all pretty much throughout this entire video, right? This foundation is like 5 times better than that. And I did not think I would ever say that just because I loved this so much. But this, I feel like lasts longer, and I feel like I don't lose any coverage. I wouldn't call this a sheer coverage. I would call this a medium, bomb, fantastic, perfect coverage. I have this beautiful glow to my face. And even my husband was like, when my husband comments on my makeup, that's when I know that it is bomb. And he commented on the Lancome Tint Idol, the cushion. He loved that foundation on my skin. Loved it, loved it, loved it. He loved the YSL, and he loves this. He asked me today, he's like, what is on your face? You need to wear that like every single day. He's like, your skin looks amazing. And when he says that, then I'm like, yeah, you know, because most guys don't care about stuff like that. I mean, even the zit, like truthfully, I've got this crazy zit and my face looks so amazing that I don't even care about the zit. I don't care. It can be ugly and puffy and gross, and yeah, I'm just not worried about it. So this foundation is amazing. I know there's not very many shades, but you guys, this foundation deserves like 20 stars. It is probably one of my favorite all-time foundations that I have ever put on my face. This has the hyaluronic acid in it, and it does continue to keep the moisture in the skin, but it's not transferring at all. Now see, in my midday check-in, I told you that this side felt a little bit more drier than this side because this side felt a little tacky. That kind of went away, and honestly, I feel like my face is kind of mattified. Truthfully, I don't feel like this foundation is going anywhere. It's so beautiful on the skin. Yeah, you guys, I am my mind is blown. I love this. This is so good. Here's the thing. I didn't think that I would find a foundation that I loved as much as this one. I'm blown away. This foundation is beautiful. And as you noticed in my tutorial, I do recommend applying it with a brush. I do think that if you apply it with a beauty blender, you're going to get more of a sheer coverage, but if you apply it with a brush, you're going to get a good medium coverage out of it. I love it when I find a good foundation, and this one is like blowing my mind. I am just Lancome. Now I've been using Lancome since I was 16, and it's a fantastic brand. The ingredients are amazing, but this foundation is the best foundation I've ever used in my life. I'm blown away. I'm completely blown away. So I did take a picture in the sun. I took a picture with the flash. So this picture is the one that I took outside just so that you guys can see it in the daylight. My skin looked so fresh and glowing. The skin looks really, really pretty in the sun. I had no lines. The color match was perfect. It was beautiful. Now, as you notice in the flash picture, you know, you always want to make sure that with the flash, you're not getting any flashback because of the sunscreen. And I didn't get any of that. So yeah, this is really good. Now, if you see above my eyes, that's the brightening powder from the KKW with that flash. That's what you're seeing. Lancome killed it. This is amazing. I'm giving this 20 out of 5 stars because it's that amazing. So I'm going to stop talking because I could go on forever, you guys. This is good foundation. If you guys have been wanting to try the YSL, hold off. Go get a sample of this from Nordstrom's, Dillard's, Sephora, wherever. Get a sample of it. Try it. Because this is amazing foundation. This is amazing. So before I let you go, I have been thinking about this. This is something that I've been wanting to do from the day I started my channel 4 months ago. I have been wanting to do a foundation and concealer series. Now, because I love foundation, and foundation is like my top favorite thing to review, and so are concealers. Anything with the skin, I'm living for it. That's what I love. It's my passion. I do watch a couple of YouTubers that have foundation series. One of my favorites is THATAYLAA. She does a 15 days of foundation. Her name is Taylor. And I absolutely love, love, love her 15 days of foundation. I will link her channel in the description box down below. If you guys haven't checked out her 15 days of foundation, it's amazing. I think she just finished one up last week, I believe. But I want you guys to let me know if it's something that you guys would be interested in. And because I do trust your guys' judgment, and I couldn't do what I do without you guys. So if it's not something you guys are interested in, let me know. Like, it won't hurt my feelings. But I love testing out foundations, and I love trying new concealers. It's my favorite thing to do. So I would do a foundation series about every 6 to 7 weeks. Just depends. I gotta kind of look at the schedule and see how we can do it. But I wanted to do a foundation series where I test out a new foundation for 7 days straight. Then, maybe 6 or 7 weeks later, I would do the same thing with concealers where I test out a different concealer every single day for 7 days straight. So let me know how you guys feel about that. Now, I was thinking 7 to 10 days. I'm not sure exactly which one I would do. I just think it would be really fun. And so let me know in the comments down below how you guys feel about that. When this video goes live, I am going to put on my Twitter, I will put a poll there, and you guys can go over there and vote, and let me know if that's something you guys are interested in, because it really helps me. The feedback that you guys give me, like I said, I could not do this channel without you guys. So without your feedback, I don't know what I would do. So please go over to my Twitter, which I will put down here at the bottom. Vote and let me know. Let me know in the comments down below. It's something that I've been thinking about. I've been wanting to do it since this day I started my channel, And yeah, I'm excited to see how you guys feel about that. So let me know. I'm excited. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. I love you guys so much, and I hope you guys have a fantastic, warm, healthy, loving, wonderful weekend, and I love you guys so much. Bye!